my friend. It's so lovely to see your beautiful face here today. Before we start today's video, I wanted to give a big shout out to all the wonderful comments from the previous video. If you want your comment featured in a future video, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and what are you waiting for? Comment down below something you enjoyed about today's video. Also, a big shout out to this wonderful artwork right here. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. If you want your art featured in a future video, all you have to do is either join my Discord and send it in the fan art channel, or send it to my email. Thank you so much. Let's get started with today's video, shall we? Please. As long as you're good at following instructions, I think this one is gonna be right for you. Let's get right into it. My friend, it's so lovely to see your beautiful snoot, here today. You thought I was gonna say face, weren't you? Get tricked, and that deserves well, I hope that you are doing absolutely wonderful. And if you're not, don't, because I'm gonna take care of you today, alright? Everything is gonna be alright, because we have a little fun activity that I think is gonna put your silly brain in sleep mode. Because you do need a little bit, because your brain needs a little bit of sleep. So let's try to put it into sleep mode by doing something that I think you're gonna enjoy. With that said, my friend, do you think you can follow my instructions for a wonderful, good, relaxing, tingly sleep? Well, let's see. Let's start by asking you a couple of questions that I think might bring your brain away from any silly thought that you might be thinking. Let's start by asking some simple questions. What's your name? I love your name. That's really cute. It's really cute. My name is Manny. It was nicknamed by my actual name back when I moved in Canada. My teacher couldn't pronounce my name because it's Italian. Your name is gonna be Maddie. If you could move anywhere in the world, where would it be? It could be real, and it could be in fiction. Anywhere at all. You get to pick. Where would it be? Interesting. I like that. Honestly, it's a very hard question to answer for me, because for me, I would either move in Unova from Pokemon, Skylands, as you can see behind. I have quite a lot of Skylanders. I actually finished my collection. Yes, I have all of them. I have Robal, Jumpy Mage, Green Jumpy Mage. I have all of Spyro's Adventure, Giant Swamp Forest, Trapty, Superchargers, Trapty, I don't know, I think it's my noggin forgot. And I have Imaginators. Yeah, I finished my collection. But I would be, if I didn't move anywhere, I'd be either Skylands, in Pokemon Place, or the Pinata Garden with all the Pinatas. Yeah. Or maybe Animal Crossing. I feel like that'd be really cool. Depending if it's the anime of Animal Crossing. But I like your choice a lot. Yes. Next question. What is your favorite color or colors? I like those colors, they're very cool. Mine are, I have 3. Red, orange, and yellow. And the reason why is because they bring a lot of happiness. They're very in your face. And they remind me of fall or autumn. My favorite season, I love autumn. I'm kidding, I mean autumn. I love autumn. It is such a good season. It is such a good season. It's in between cold and hot, and it's just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like you, my friend. Oh, yes. The next question. If you could go to any concert of any artist ever, who would you go see live? Yeah, that's cool. Take me with you. Call me. But honestly, for me, if I had to pick any artist, I honestly would either love to see, in the perfect world, Britney Spears. But since that's out of the question right now, I would have to probably pick Slater or Aurora. Aurora, yes. Honestly, I feel like Aurora would be probably my pick. I love her music. It's just so meaningful and so soulful, and her voice is so powerful and just so beautiful, and the topics she talks about are just so amazing and so important. I love Aurora a lot. Definitely. Like, if I was anyone in a different world, I feel like Aurora would be the person. But that brings me spirit animal. Horse, my spirit animal. If you were any animal in the world, what animal would that be? Animal. What animal? What animal would you be in an alternate universe? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that answer. Honestly, that would have been kind of my pick, but I think if I was any kind of animal in the world, it would probably be a pinata. That doesn't count as that. Okay, never mind. I feel like maybe. This is gonna be very, very cliche, but I think maybe a wolf or a fox. Yeah, maybe, perhaps, maybe. But maybe even a rat. Rats are really cute. I love rats. Or even a bird like a crow. That'd be pretty cool. But no, actually, maybe a meerkat. When I was younger, I had the only lucid dream I ever remember having, and I was 10 years old, and I had this Timo from the Lion King plushie, and I would always fall asleep with it. And one day, I fell asleep, and I would always I would imagine myself as other characters or animals, and I had this longing of wanting to just, be out of humanity, just be, just anything else. And Timon, I was obsessed with meerkats at this point, and I had a very lucid dream about meerkats. And I was a meerkat, and it felt like that. Sorry about my yapping, but maybe it would have to be a meerkat, maybe. But, let's stick it to the easy cliche side and say wolf. Yeah. Alright, the next question. If you had all the time in the world and you didn't have to work or do school, and you could play any game at all, what's the game that you would play? Only one. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. Honestly, this is gonna sound very silly. But I would have to pick, personally, Fortnite, probably. I have a lot of hours into it, and, might as well continue with that. I really enjoy Fortnite a lot. I think it's really fun. It can be wacky, especially sometimes the direction they go in, but it is kind of one of those games that, even though sometimes, the direction that certain games go into are questionable, but it's one of those games that's kind of my comfort game that I just play it, I turn off my brain, and I like to play Save the World. There are some of the other zombie games, and just grind my XP and just level up my battle pass and all of that. But if online games were out of the question, it would be Animal Crossing, I think. Animal Crossing / Viva Pinata, but we said only one, right? So let's just say Fortnite. Alright. The next question. The next question is your current favorite movie or movie that you want to see in theaters right now? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I would love to see the back rooms myself. I'm very excited to see it. Very excited. I've yet to see it, but I'm very excited. I love just the whole lore about the back rooms, and I just recently saw Project Hail Mary. I would do anything for Rocky. I would do anything for Rocky. Anything. But honestly, my favorite movie of all time is Everything All at Once. I think there's something about the movie that I resonate very heavily, you know. Not gonna go in depth about it, but that movie made me cry. It's a very great, wonderful movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, Project Hail Mary made me cry like 4 or 5 times. Such a wonderful movie, but Everything All at Once, it's a very special movie for me, in my honest opinion. Yeah. It's just so special to me. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. But I do have one question. If you don't have an OC or a fursuit, or even if you do, if you could redesign or create, how would this OC or fursona look like? Yeah. Mm-hmm. They like species, color. Tell me a little bit about them. You know, sometimes when I ask this question, I just think about the Elsa meme from Frozen. Somebody made the OC that's like the evil twin sister of Elsa from Frozen. I guess Elsa's, her power is eyes, and Elsa is like fire. I'd love to know yours. How would this OC or fursona look like? If you could recreate one or create a new one. Or a brand new one, if you don't have one. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That's so cool. That's really cool. Well, for me, honestly, I think I would want to be a piñata. Viva piñata possession, yeah, that's my hyper focus. I think maybe a piñata or a donkey wolf. I feel like that'd be really cool, but keeping kind of like the worm colors in mind. And maybe having a rainbow tie-dye, piñata, and a shirt. I love that. So cool. But anyways, oh, actually, hold on a second. Croaky wanted to ask you a question. Yeah, Croaky. Well, I would honestly pick both, I would pick both. Never mind, you know what, we're gonna stick with the croaky, just croaky, yeah. Alright, well, you're doing fantastic. I have one other thing, well actually there's more than one thing, but I want to know And I want you to simply just try to follow the light, okay? Try to follow the light, 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 follow the Look over here. Look over here. You're doing so good. Look up. Look up. Look down. very proud of you. You did fantastic. Yes, you did. Gonna put the light away. Gonna have another little challenge. And challenge. The next we're going to do, my friend, very simple. I'm gonna tell you a bunch of different words, and I just want you to tell me very fast without any second thought. The first word that comes to mind. Okay? So tell me what. Just simply go still. Don't say a word. Starting off with rat, 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 rat. Orange, 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 orange. Yellow, 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 yellow. Puppy, 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 puppy. Kitty, 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 kitty. Internet, 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 internet. Deer, deer, deer. Moose, 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 moose. Protojet, 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 protojet. Sleep, 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 relaxation, 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 relaxation. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Frog, 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 frog. Singing, 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 singing. Wooden, 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 wooden. Worm, worm, worm. Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. Video game, video game, video game, video game. Music, music, music. YouTube. Mm-hmm. Twitch. 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 Mm-hmm. Plushy. 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 Toy. 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 Mm-hmm. Color. 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 Movie. 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 Sky. 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 Ground. 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 Fun. 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 Mm-hmm. Chocolate. 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 Italy. 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 Poland. 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 Canada. Canada. Element. 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 Mm-hmm. Science. 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 Mm-hmm. Music. 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 Mm-hmm. Flower. 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 Excellent. Sport. 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 Candy. 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 Mm-hmm. Great. Music. 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 Character. 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 Nintendo. 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 Xbox. 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 Mm-hmm. Furry. 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 ASMR. ASMR. Mm-hmm. Emoji. 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 Animal. 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 Cooking. Cooking. really good at following instructions. You are. You are. I am very proud of you. Very proud of you. You're doing so good. You're such a good puppy. Such a good puppy. Such a good puppy. Or good kitty. Such a good kitty. Or good scaly, or just a good bird, good bird, or just overall an amazing good fluff. Oh, what's that? A little piece of fur got stuck in your ear. Let me pluck. Make a little wish. It could be any wish at all. Any wish at all. It will come true. Yes, indeed. Because you're so good. You are so good. You are so good. But we are not done here at all. I'm gonna tell you a secret. A bunch of different secrets. And I want you to try and pay attention, okay? There's gonna be a bunch of sounds in the background and might impair your ability to hear, so try your very best to pay attention to me, okay? Secret 1. I personally there's one video that I meant to do that is kind of my comfort. I've been playing it for quite a few years now. Since 2018, I think. This game is called Fortnite. Somehow I tracked the hours accumulated in the game, and surprisingly the number was quite crazy, more than I thought I spent, and somehow I've accumulated over 8,000 hours, including 1,000 hours on my Nintendo Switch, which is quite crazy as was something that I would have possibly have quote unquote achieved, if you would like to call it achievement. I think it's because sometimes I leave the game just open in the background and I forget about it. That was secret 1. What was my secret? Good. Secret number 2. Pay attention. When I stop scratching and I started to get into YouTube almost over 10 years ago. I used to be very, very happy. They watched a lot of different YouTubers. and I looked at a blender, and I thought, what would I be named if I was inside a blender, or what would happen to me? Manny and the Mix was born. Similarly, New Monsters was also has an origin, it's not just random. When I was in school, one of my friends would always call me by a particular nickname, and we would always chill at the library, and I would always wake up very early so I could avoid the crowd. I would spend this wonderful time, this extra time I had with my friend in the library, and it was a little safe haven away from the wacky shenanigans of school. But she would always call me Manster. Yeah. Or sometimes Nutsack, because my brain is very empty. So then I decided to keep that, and it stuck around later on. But that's the origin of the name. That was secret too. Did you pay attention? Good job. Here is secret number 3. Try your very best to pay attention. On the topic of YouTube, I started making videos all the way back in 2013, and I would make a variety of videos such as vlogs, reading creepypastas, or making skits with Animal Crossing characters while making them talk about different things, kind of like a TV show, or like a news report about what was going on the Beltree forums, which was a forum for Animal Crossing New Leaf players, and any other Animal Crossing thing, and I would make little skits around it. Later on, I ended up making male versions of songs we just pitched out, songs from female artists, making them sound like male artists. But eventually, I stopped and I got back into YouTube again, and I ended up starting my own Minecraft journey, and from there, I collaborated with some of the most wonderful people ever, such as Vixella, such as Vigil, and the list goes on, Ashley Murray Gaming. And from there, I spawned a little bit of a Minecraft career on the side. Voice acting career on the side, which there is plenty of examples on YouTube at this very current present moment and which is really, really cool for a variety of different voice acting projects. So yes, I am a voice actor, but I'm not going to tell you what projects I was at. That was secret number 3. Did you pay attention? Okay. Good job. Good. You did fantastic. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Good job. I'm very proud of you. Next, I'm going to ask you some questions, but these questions have a specific answer. So I'm going to give you hints around the question and see if you can get it right. These questions will tie in a little bit with the things we spoke about from earlier. I am just going to go from one ear to the other and try your best to pay attention to the question, okay? And try to come up with an answer. Okay, let's this Pokemon that I am thinking gonna make it easy. I love newer generations, but I know people are more familiar with the generation that came before the original 151 Pokemon. I am thinking of a fluffy creature who is very electric. This creature is yellow, but it also has white as well on the color palette. This creature walks on all fours and is a Pokemon from a very beloved Pokemon that exists, an evolution of a beloved Pokemon that nowadays is seen as the secondary mascot of what is the Pokemon in question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Jolteon. Good. Going over the other side now. I'm gonna ask you another question. I am thinking of a species of creature. And this creature, similar to the first question, this creature is quite fluffy. This creature is quite popular in a specific fandom. The fandom that we're talking about is the Furry. It's a very beloved creature and a species that is used quite often for a lot of different wonderful sweet flutes. This creature is very fluffy, but it's a hybrid. Which means it's two creatures. The fluffy creature, but it has a secondary component that makes them very technological. They're commonly seen eating around. And they are part robot/computer. They're very popular. They're fluffy to eat around. Who am I thinking of? Protogens. Good job. I have another question. I spoke earlier about some of my favorite video games, but there is one I didn't really mention. I'm thinking of a video game that set the standard for current modern day PvPs, modern day shooter type of games. This video game has inspired many others, such as Call of Duty specifically. This game is the mother and father figure of all of that genre. This game is set in space pretty often, but also on different planets. But there is one that looks like a ring. And one of the main characters is seen wearing a green suit with a yellow visor, with an amazing, trustworthy AI helping this hero journey on in this ring-like planet, facing an enemy of some kind. What game am I thinking Next question. This is gonna be more of a sciencey question. This question kind of relates, I guess, indirectly to my Italian heritage and the food that we have created. Italians are very well known for their diverse type of foods, from gelato, from Nutella, pizza, spaghetti, and ravioli, mozzarella, parmigiano, and list goes on and on and on and on forever. There is one food in particular that correlates to a phenomenon that happens in space. And space out there, it's super unlikely that we are ever going to experience this in our lifetime. And it happens during a black hole. I might be incorrect, or from what I remember, it does have a name, and it does correlate to one of the Italian foods. What is this phenomenon called? Spaghettification. Correct. Good job. Good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Do have one more. This is gonna be very hard, and one that I think only a few people know. If you answered this correctly, you deserve to enter the lottery, because this is something that only a few people know, and it means you are the goodest of all flips. The category is going to be furry fandom, so it's already going to be a lot more niche than you would think. The furry fandom is a wonderful community full of fluffy creatures, such as myself. However, there's lots of wonderful beings that have left a mark on the furry fandom, and for many different reasons. One of these creatures has left a very huge impact on our website called Furry, a platform where furries share art, commissions, music, stories, and a lot more. There is one person that used to install commissions, a plethora of art, which is something a lot of different furries such as myself do. A big aspect is supporting artists and creating art. But there is an individual who doesn't create art, but he is very well known for commissioning a lot of art that's specific to one thing: macro art, and specifically within the Star Fox universe. Only OG furries would know this question and answer. Who am I thinking about? Togepi1225, a very well-known furry within the furry fandom, whom is a surgeon. Fun fact, he is a very well-qualified and talented, amazing surgeon. Fun fact. Fun fact for you. Good job, you did absolutely amazing. I do have one quick little thing left to do. This is gonna be a lot more instruction for you to follow. I want you to try your very best. Follow say something and you're gonna have to try to repeat it after me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's get to it. Relax, 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 Furry, 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 fluffy, 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 cozy, cozy, cozy. You're doing really good. You're getting a little bit sleepy. You know, we can always try another time if you're so sleepy. Don't worry. You did your very best, alright? You did your very best, and for that, I am proud of you. You did really good. Good puppy. You're a good kitty. Good kitty. Just an overall amazing, spectacular. Try to get